in gaining skills, buying technology, or learning skills to use that technology. Now, if you're hearing this, you might think, like I would, well, cool, that's great for them, but what about me? So that enters into layer 2. So let's zoom in on that. What are the skills that actually create the production at the individual level? So instead of global, now let's talk about that per capita, that person, just like you, just like me. Now, how do the 0.1% actually create that gross domestic product, that gross production, that revenue that then gets categorized for the entire country? Well, there are 3 skills that I'll call BSL, and then they're multiplied by something that I'll use as R. And you're like, what do these all stand for? Well, the first thing, category of skills, is around building. You make stuff. You either build bridges, you build software. Sometimes building is putting together things so that you can do services, but you build stuff. The second is you sell stuff. The third is you lead people. And these also chunk up, if you want the fancier terms here, to mechanical, verbal, and social skills. So these are the 3 overarching categories that skill development, as it relates to GDP, can get bubbled up to. Now, to be clear, each of these skills are not binary. It's not, oh, you know how to build. Oh, you know how to sell. Oh, you know how to lead. But it's how well can you build? How well can you sell? And how well can you lead? And so with each of these, they create leverage. They get you more for what you put in, specifically time. Because if I build something, then I can have many people use it over and over again. If I learn how to sell, I can sell many people at once. If I learn how to lead, I can get many people inside my company to do many things on my behalf. And in each of these situations, that one person starts to accumulate the aggregate production of everyone else that touches either the thing they built, how they got people to exchange money for it, or the people that they were able to lead to deliver. And the outcome of all of these things is the big thing that everyone cares about, which is money. Now, the longer that this lever gets, meaning if I get better and better at building, then more money happens on this side. If I get better and better at selling, more money happens on this side. If I get better and better at leading, I can pull this lever with more leverage and get more money. Now, what do the richest people in the world have in common? Well, not only do they have one of these skills developed out a lot, many of them have all of these skills super maxed out. And the difficulty with this drawing is that it's very hard to show that maybe the average person's lever looks like this compared to what the richest people, the 0.1%, actually make. So let's zoom in on some of the biggest financial success stories of our time. So if you look at Zuckerberg, for example, who's the founder of Facebook, when he started, he probably mostly just had build skills. But those build skills were enough that eventually he learned a little bit more about promotion. He built some promotion into the product, which allowed him to get more people on. Then over time, he developed leadership skills so that he could lead the company. And it's very common that building and selling happen in the beginning, and then leading develops over time. Because in the beginning, who are you going to be leading besides yourself, right? Not many people. And this skill naturally will develop in time, but it gives you more leverage on the other two. So let's get tactical on build. So in this book, $100 million